Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hafiz. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to play your Famicom game and your NES game on your Sony PSP. If you are new to the channel, do consider subscribing to this channel. It is free and it will really help the channel grow. Thank you. First released in Japan as the Family Computer or the Famicom in 1983 by Nintendo, it was later remodeled and re-released to the world as the Nintendo Entertainment System or the NES. The NES is an 8-bit third generation video gaming console and is currently the 8th most sold home video gaming console in history, selling over 61 million units worldwide. The NES featured a number of iconic awesome games such as Metroid, Super Mario Bros and Contra. In this video, I will show you a simple method on how you can play your NES and Famicom games on your Sony PSP. This method will work with all PSP models, but your PSP needs to be on custom firmware. If you are not on custom firmware, do click the link on the top right to see how you can mod your PSP. Alright, scroll down to this video description and use the first link in the description to download PSP NESTERJ. Here I've downloaded it onto my desktop. You will need to unzip the file. Here I'm using WinRAR, but you can also use 7-zip. Unzip the file and place it onto your desktop. Next, go ahead and delete the zip file because we won't be needing it anymore. Insert your PSP Sony Pro Duo stick into the computer. My memory stick is on G drive, but yours could be different. Go into the PSP folder and open up the game folder. Next, copy the PSP NESTERJ from your desktop into the game folder. In the NESTERJ folder, there are several data and configuration files. The ROMs folder will be used to keep the Famicom and NES games. I've also included 3 NES ROM hacks for you guys to try out. Getting your ROMs. ROMs are digital copy of your games which was extracted from the original cartridge. Both Famicom and NES game uses a .NES format. To get the ROMs, you can use the game dumper to extract the ROMs from the original cartridge. Alternatively, you can easily find them by googling NES ROMs. Here I have some NES ROMs which I have extracted using the Benven NES card dumper. Copy the ROMs and paste it into the ROMs folder in your memory stick. Once it's done, safely eject your memory stick from the computer. Insert your memory stick into your PSP, turn it on. Now let's jump over to the PSP. As always, we will run the Pro Fast Recovery so that it will refresh and ensure that we are on custom firmware. Run it, let it do its thing. This will only take a few seconds. Once it's done, go to System Information to ensure that you are on custom firmware. Alright, now let's run the NESTERJ Emulator. NESTERJ menu will appear with a list of your ROMs. Scroll up and down using the D-pad and pick the game that you wish to play. Once you have selected, press circle to run the game. Let's load my favorite NES game of all time, Contra. Contra is a run and gun platforming game which was released in 1987. This game was released by Konami, therefore the Konami code will also work here. Up, up, down, down, left, right, X, circle and start. This will activate the Konami code, giving you additional 30 lives. The control have been mapped out for you by default. Your button X is the B button while your circle button is the A button. For this game, button X is shoot while circle button is jump. The game runs smooth and the music is in sync, just like playing it on original hardware. Changing screen size. To change the screen size, push the analog stick to your right. Keep toggling to find what works for you. For me, the 4.3 aspect ratio looks best. To load a new game, you need to access the NESTERJ menu. Push the analog stick to your left. In this menu, you can use the save state function to save your games and change the emulation and audio settings. Scroll down to exit to ROM list to pick your new game. Once you have selected your game, press circle to load the game. This is Tetris, a tile matching puzzle game which was released in 1984 but was only ported over to the NES in 1988. Tetris is the most popular video game ever made and had sold over 202 million copies worldwide. Another iconic game to check out for the NES is the Super Mario Bros. 3, which was released in 1988 for the Famicom in Japan but was later re-released for the NES in 1990. Super Mario Bros. 3 is one of the greatest video game ever made and has generated over 1.7 billion in revenue for Nintendo. Even though the NES was discontinued in 1985, there are still fan-made games being released for the NES. There are several 8-bit gaming software which allows fans to create their own NES games. Here we have Indivisible, which was released in 2017. This was based on the Indivisible series which was released for the PS4. Using the NESTERJ also allows you to play unreleased games on the go on your PSP. And there you go guys, that's how you play your classic NES and Famicom games on your Sony PSP. If you have found this video useful, do consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We've just crossed 500 subscribers and I'm very grateful for all your support. With that, as always, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay safe everybody.